That's my girl.
Oh, is it?
You're going to make the most of all this, aren't you?
5 seconds.
If you want water, David, it's there. Just stop talking just for a second.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Do you know, while you've been enjoying the break, I'm completely exhausted now. David Van Day is in the studio.
Now then.
He has not stopped talking since he got in here. But my goodness, you made an impact. You do love yourself, though, don't you?
I love you too.
I don't think you've got room to love anyone else, have you, really?
No, you're picking on me. What is it? You're bullying me.
Oh, Biff Baff Boff.
Oh,
is
yes.
that going to
Yes,
be
well,
number one at
when we arrived in the jungle, of course, there was no bed for us in that camp, and it was awfully mean.
Yeah.
And Timmy was just going to take it lying down. He was, it's Boff, David. But Boff? I said, it's Biff Baff Boff. We got a song out of it, a little ditty.
David's loving his second taste of stardom until they kick him off the sofa to make way for a bigger name.
Well, can you believe it? I've just been kicked off that sofa by Kate Winslet, no less. Right, now I'm off to the car to the hotel. I'm going to get a quick brush up, and then later I shall be doing Matthew Wright show. When I finish that, I'll do Alan Carr, and then the well-known producers from the West End show want to see me about part starring in the West End. How about that?
Danny wants to make a move back to the UK and is hoping I'm a Celebrity will put her back in the spotlight. She meets her agent, Jonathan Shallett, to discuss possible options.
It depends in terms of success. Depends on their ability, but also, often more important, the people around them.
We had calls all day long from that newspaper magazines. We represent two of the biggest winners ever of celebrity shows, being Myleene Klass and Christopher Biggins. And I think the reason that Myleene Klass and Christopher Biggins did so well in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is because they are the genuine article.
The people that are well represented will be aware of potential situations for them to take advantage of. They've already got things in position which now they're going to be building and making happen.
It's public history as to what happened to Myleene's career after I'm a Celebrity. Her career literally exploded. So tomorrow you've got back-to-back meetings with both the BBC and ITV. The Mail on Sunday are photographing interviewing you tomorrow. Today you've got to go and film Richard and Judy.
It's really a shop window, and it depends how clever you are at taking advantage of that shop window.
You've turned down quite a few TV shows already. The world's most perfect penis you've turned down. I'm not sure examining penises.
It wasn't at the forefront of my mind when I was in the jungle with nothing to do, sitting thinking about, if I was to come back to work, what would I do?
Often you get a lot of calls in week one, but it's not those calls that get the results. It's calls that come in early next year that end up being the most important ones. I think those with staying power, like Danny, like Joe Swash, like George Takei, they will get calls any time next year as a result of I'm a Celebrity. Bye, darling. See you later.
OK, bye.
For other people in the show, their immediate celebrity will now disappear very quickly.
Timmy's rushed off his feet. He's hurried back to join panto rehearsals in Weston-super-Mare. And now he's at ITV West's Bristol studios for a live interview on the 6 o'clock news.
Guess what we're going to talk about now?
Yes!
It's become appointments to do, haven't they? Particularly the recent antics, not in the studio, but in the jungle.
How can we forget 80s Wackaday Kids hero, fresh from those jungle exploits? Great to see you.
It's not great to be
Matt.
reminded of seeing that eating challenge again. It still makes me
That was
a bit queasy.
the worst. We were all absolutely riveted. Well, luckily that's all finished because you're going to be in Panto and Western soon. We're just going to go over to the weather now. We've got Bob going to tell us if it's going to stay cold. Bob.
Thank you very much indeed, Bob. We've got to shoot now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Timmy's interviews suddenly cut short before he's had a chance to plug his panto.
We were down for 3:30 and they suddenly called from London to the gallery and said that we were out in a minute, which was not what we were expecting.
Okay.
But we showed the jungle, didn't we? We got in the bit about Panto.
We'll have to...
Not quite. Can we do another little bit for showing later?
They'll use what we've already done.
I'd like to do it properly.
We
then.
can
Let's
record
do
it and put it on tonight because we've got our late news
Right.
at news at 10.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, nobody's more shocked than us. They called up and said that we
It's
were
only
up
started
at
shouting.
26.
We've got to get off. We've got to get off.
Coming up,
Ta-da! Buttons!
Jungle Joe buttons up for panto. St George thinks of England.
Tradition. I call it afternoon tea.
And elegant Esther can't leave the jungle behind.
You know I had rice and beans for lunch. Am I mad?
It's the first week back home for our celebrities.
I love it.
They're the hottest ticket in town.
Everyone's talking about it.
But they're taking it in their stride.
Yeah! Just relax. Somebody famous in your midst.
For most people, it's the final throw of the dice.
But Joe's career is on the up and up. It's the opening night of his panto, Cinderella.
Let's camp it up. Gorgeous George would love a bit of it. Yeah, he would. I've only had like a day and a half, 2 days rehearsal. Got to get off script and all of that. But we done one this morning in front of all the kids, and the kids loved it. So, yeah, a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive, but we'll be good. It'll be good.
I think it's hysterical that Joe's come out to do panto. I bet the people that signed him up to do that panto can't believe their luck that they've ended up with the winner of I'm a Celebrity as the big star of their show.
Ta-da! Buttons!
Since he went into the jungle, sales have been going really, really well, about 3 to 4 times the speed of last year. But of course, since he won, it's been more like 4 to 5 times the rate, and our box office have been inundated.
I've been watching him on Celebrity Jungle, it's really good. Looking forward to seeing him tonight.
It's a good excuse to take my mind off of what's going on and take like 3 weeks out and just enjoy myself. Think about everything else when this is done.
With the first night over, Joe can breathe a sigh of relief.
Ready?
Yep, ready.
It seems old habits die hard.
I've done about 80 farts today.
Joe.
Can't be healthy. How much gas can you have in your stomach? Mate, I think it is the beans that make me fart.
Oh, yes, they are.
I still ain't quite fully recovered from my flatulence, you know. It's still a bit of a problem in day-to-day life. But I'm sure I'll get over it.
Like, he was just himself, it was really good. Really down to earth, really natural, really liked him.
I think Joe Swash is a good launch, and I think that he was definitely deserved, and I think he will continue to work pretty much, you know, non-stop.
See what I do, mate? Take care.
While Joe's exploded onto the panto stage, back in Australia, his jungle buddy George is cleaning up.
Well, what I'm getting is a simple facial. I think Brad wants to make sure that every jungle grit and dirt is out of my pores, and I think he has another agenda. He wants to make sure any trace of joy on my face is gone. Is that right?
Yeah, especially the lip area. They want you to start having that name recede from your memory banks.
Oh, no.
No, you are starting to look like something out of Star Trek.
I am? What color am I?
Kind of greenish, kind of like Spock, actually.
Oh, that is an ugly color.
George Takei is the most beautiful, generous, charming, classy gentleman I've met in a long while, and I've fallen in love.
Just by being lovely, warm, funny, I think everyone now loves George Takei.
Oh, my, look at that. Yeah.
The affection is mutual. This is one old chap who is more than happy to do things the British way.
It's stylish. It's a bit of English tradition. I call it afternoon tea.
I think when George comes to the UK early next year, he'll end up doing a serious theatre role in the West End.
Perhaps with Judi Dench. Perhaps with Ralph Fiennes.
And I think the British public will get to enjoy knowing for a long while to come.
Wouldn't it be fun?
From one fun-loving senior to another. Esther relished life in the jungle, but back home in London, she's the talk of the town. So how has she adapted to life in the spotlight?
Right, Bex, what's your fancy? Purple, black, brown?
We like the brown spangly one.
The invite says glamour.
That's very nice.
And okay, it suits you well.
It's your phone. She's come back and she's gone straight back into work mode. The phone is clamped to the ear.
Well, hello.
Esther, she's warm at the moment in terms of attention and opportunity.
No, I'm going to a little party with Bex.
It's up to her to take advantage. It's risky, but for some people, it can be worth the risk.
I thought it would be awful, and I really didn't want her to do it. But actually, it was great, and she was funny.
How can your girlfriend think you're a flirt? I can't imagine it.
Celebrities changed since she was famous, and now she's famous again, like in a big way, and people are coming up to her on the street, people are looking, people are walking past, you know, you can see them thinking lilac G-strings, and...
Didn't
You were great.
Didn't happen.
I told you to keep your thongs under wraps. I told you that that was a really bad idea, that with all that humidity that would not be a comfortable choice of underwear. And the next thing I know, there's you sat in this weird sack holding up your purple thongs for 10 million people to see.
Look at him, sexy knick-knocks, Esther.
The answer to life is usually denial.
I was surprised that Esther went in there. She's a clever lady, so presumably she, her agent, would have had a plan.